I'm gonna try to make this video as fast as possible. Only gonna go over two things. I'm gonna go over his talents, and I'm gonna go over some of his combos that he has and special, tips and tricks about his gameplay. I assume you already know what his moves do, and I assume you already know what his attacks do, so I'm not gonna go over this. The first one, Divine Trait, Master Swordsmanship. Extended to the ulti is crazy important. His ulti is very strong with the damage and range. The first one is decent in ones, but the E is honestly really easy to either jump over or dodge, so the Swordsmanship is the best, and then Rally King kind of dog shit, for ones at least. This is all only for solo play. This is not for duos or trios, just putting that out there. The next one would be Dazing Lights. The stun duration is really nice for repositioning when you hit a stun to get the right angle to knock them off the map or do what you want to do. The extra 3/4 of a second it seems like a little bit, but it's a lot when you see the difference. Sometimes what will happen is when you stun someone, they'll be kind of right on the edge of the stun, and you'll be a decent amount of ways away from them. They also can be moving when you stun them, so they can sometimes they'll end really far away from you. This extra 3/4 of a second will make it so you can catch up to them and do what you need to do for the stun. Second minor trait would be air heavy attacks deal an additional 15% knockback to slice through. This is nice for his spikes. When you hit a stun and you jump up and spike someone, this is really important if they're at a lower percentage. The third one would be heavy attacks during Might Excalibur, deal an additional 15% knockback. This one's nice because it combos well with Master Swordsmanship, the extended duration, of the ultimate, and then his heavy attacks do more knockback. So while your ultis lasted longer, your right clicks and I say right clicks, but some people might be playing on controller. Your heavy attacks will be doing more knockback. So this applies in your air heavy attacks and also your ground heavy attacks. So this pairs well with slice through as well. So air heavy attacks in general deal 15%. With your ulted, that makes it do 30% more knockback. As for the Greater Blessing, just use Arce's Insight. I don't think anyone else's Greater Blessing is really that good. I've looked through all of these and it just doesn't seem like anyone would really fit Arthur too well. And then for his Lesser Blessing, the movement speed, really nice. And the Upward Lash, this one I really don't like, but I keep because there's not really a better one that I have unlocked right now. I recommend if you do play Susanoo to just get him to level 12. I haven't done it yet. I really need to, but I hate playing Susanoo, so I really don't want to. But if you hit him up to level 12, I think this would be really beneficial for King Arthur to get Sudden Gust. Hitting an enemy while you're in air deals an additional 10% knockback. So that makes it so when you jump and you spike someone, that's 10% knockback on your spike, which is downwards, and then you also have slice through, which is at 15%. So you're getting a total of 25% knockback when you spike someone down. I think that would combo really well, but I haven't tried it yet because I don't have it unlocked. Okay, so now that we got the traits out of the way, I'm just gonna go over a couple, again, quote unquote combos that you can do with King Arthur. Not gonna go over the moves or his attacks because I'm sure you already know what those are. So for starters, one simple basic thing you can do is when you see someone dodge, which you can bait it out with your E, or you can bait it out with just faking just things in general. If you see someone dodge, you immediately press Q, and then you stun them right after you press Q. I'm just going to show you a clip of what that looks like right now. Another very, very, very important thing to know as King Arthur, a very simple, easy thing to do and to learn is right when you see someone dodge, if you use your Q like this, you can immediately get a stun off. It's the freest stun. They can't do anything about it. So you see someone dodge, immediately Q in, and right when you land, press your stun. It's gonna get off. Okay, so that's pretty much how you do that. It's very basic. It works 9 times out of 10. I know in the video I said there's nothing they can do about it, but that's false because they can. There's some things if they have their Q up, or if some champions attack faster. So if I Q down and I go to stun, some can get left clicks out, like Amaterasu, or I think Izanami as well. There's some quick characters with left clicks that they can get out. So if you're facing like a Hercules or a Ymir or Athena or something like that, this will work. But even on the Amaterasu's and the Izunamis, it will still work. It's just, it can get countered. So just keep that in mind. Another combo is if you stun someone close to the map, you can jump up and left click and right click and kind of pick them up and slam them down. It's a very, very good spike if they're not a high enough percentage to knock them out completely. So if this person is at like 60-70% and you stun them, if you hold right click, it's not going to knock them out because they're only at 60-70%. But if you stun them close to the map and you jump up and pick them up and slam them down, the bottom of the map is much closer to you than the edges of the map. So you need more knockback to knock someone out on the edge than you do downwards. So having them at 60% and 70%, doing that spike will knock them out, which is really nice. And another thing to add on top of that, if they are far away and you stun them, you can jump, left click and right click, or if they're really far from the edge and you still kind of, they're at 60% and you still want to spike them, you can double jump and pick them up even farther and slam them down at a farther angle. Another thing is that when I see a lot is that King Arthurs, they'll start the match and they'll just immediately throw out their soaring edge right off the bat. This thing is so easy to dodge. You can double jump over it and you can just run around it. It's very situational when you want to use this. So you want to use it to bait out a dodge or to guarantee a hit. So I would recommend you to save it in use of a correct time. Don't just throw it out right off the bat. You both land and you throw out your soaring edge, they know that you're not going to have it for like 15 seconds. So it's like, there's no point to you. You want to let them know that you still have it and you can use it at any time. You can even use it as like a bait, just hold it. And they know that they're about to get hit by it. So I would just say hold it and save it because it's very situational. And last but not least is his ultimate, and honestly, use this kind of whenever. It's very important to use his super armor if someone's coming in for an attack and you go up and jump. You can't use super armor against other people's ultis. So you can't press R if Susanoo's ulting you or Thanatos is ulting you. It's not how it works. But any other attack, light, heavy, held heavy, doesn't matter. If they're coming at you and you press your ultimate, it's not going to displace you and you're going to knock them back instead. So you can save it as like a safety precaution, or you can use it aggressively and just pop it and just start going hard because the range and damage that you get is really nice. The range applies on everything, and that includes, like, if you right click, that sweep above your head, that range is increased, and the left click, the pickup on how they, like, the whole entire sweep of everything that your sword does is increased, and it's very, very nice when you're trying to space someone. And that's pretty much it. King Arthur is a very simple character. He doesn't really have too much else about him, I mean, that I know so far. If I didn't answer anything that you, like, kind of questions that you guys had, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to be, I am the best King Arthur. Other than Sniper, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna beat you off the map. Beat you off the map on a King Arthur 1v1. Bro, this community is talking about Sniper and all this other stuff, bro. I swear. I'm gonna find you. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch me on the Striggity stream. I stream on Twitch like almost every single night, and I'll be streaming a lot more DKO because King Arthur's kind of saucy, I ain't gonna lie. Also, one quick thing, if there's any devs watching, can you please fix this, because it's just slightly annoying. With King Arthur's soaring edge, you see this? So let me go up to here. If I put this right in the edge, you know what I mean? It's like just barely 5 millimeters on the left, and I'm aligning it with the middle, right? If I use my ultimate and hold E, you see the width of that? Same place, but it's extended on the right and extended on the left. You're telling me that this is indicating that it's going to be a bigger soaring edge, but it's not. It's the same thing. I don't care if your ulti doesn't make the soaring edge bigger or not. It just frustrates me that it's indicating that it's bigger when, in matter of fact, it's not. Because if I do this and I throw it and I gotta make sure it hits, right? It hits right there. And then if I kind of adjust it a little bit to the left, it still hits. Hold on. Just a little bit to the left, like that. It misses. And then if I ulti, I keep it in the same position. You see that? You see the width of that? That should hit Amaterasu. It does not. It's the same thing. Ulti or not, your E is the same. So just change the indication of it, please. That's all. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Take it easy.